In news from China, where a student was startled by loud banging at her door. When she opened it, a man pushed his way inside and asked her to record a video for her family asking for ransom. However, there is a catch here, and that is this kidnapping scenario was not real. The man was simply an instructor from a private summer camp preparing Chinese youngsters who want to study in the US to deal with perceiving risks of living in the country. This comes at a time when America's immigration and customs enforcement is facing flack for its intense crackdown. According to reports, one of the main components of such camps is training students on how to cope with ICE raids. It simulates tactics and procedures, thereby preparing participants to respond calmly and effectively to sudden raids in everyday settings, that is, in houses, schools, and even public places. What else do these camps offer? Well, apart from kidnapping drills, these courses also reportedly put students through scenarios on how to deal with hate crimes, phone and internet scams, as well as bullying. This new phenomenon in China also assumes significance in wake of President Donald Trump's administration tightening rules for international students. For instance, it recently imposed a 4-year cap on student and cultural exchange visas. China also took offense at being singled out in case of journalists. While Chinese journalists can get a US visa for a maximum of 3 months, the limit for other foreign journalists is 240 days.
China demands the United States immediately undo its discriminatory policies against Chinese journalists and genuinely protect the legal rights and interests of Chinese journalists in the United States. China reserves the right to take reciprocal countermeasures.
China's ICE-style camps are gaining traction as US has witnessed a spate of protests throughout the year over Trump's immigration crackdown. Protests initially erupted after 37-year-old renegade was shot dead by ICE officer Jonathan Ross on 7th of January. Legal experts also raised concerns over a memo of ICE whereby people can be arrested from their houses without a judicial warrant. The outrage intensified as another US citizen, Alex Pretty, was gunned down by ICE agents at point-blank range. In February, Trump removed US Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino, who emerged as a figure of the immigration crackdown. Most recently, a diplomatic row arose as Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum requested for criminal charges to be filed in US courts over death of its citizens. Since Trump began his presidential tenure last year, at least 17 Mexican nationals have died during ICE raids or in the agency's custody itself.